Most people use ChatGPT at only 1% of its power. They ask basic questions, get basic answers, and think that's all you can do. But ChatGPT gets 10 times smarter when you know how to talk to it. So in this video, I'll show you simple but powerful ChatGPT tips that will completely change how you use AI every day. So let's get straight into it. Most beginners write something like this: write an email, explain marketing, give me business ideas, right? And that's why they get generic results. Instead, give ChatGPT context, goal, format. Now write something like this: write a friendly but professional email to a client who haven't replied in 2 weeks. Keep it short and polite. And suddenly the output becomes usable and not just readable. The more details you give, the smarter ChatGPT sounds. So number 2, tell ChatGPT to act like an expert, right? ChatGPT responds differently when you assign it a role. Now, for example, instead of help me grow on YouTube, say something like act like a YouTube growth strategist, analyze my channel idea and suggest 5 video topics that can get high search traffic. You are not just asking questions anymore, you are now directing an expert, right? And this prompt work for business coach, resume expert, study tutor, marketing strategist, and script writer. So number 3, use improve this instead of starting over. And this is what I mean. Most people keep rewriting prompt from scratch instead of paste your result back and say improve this and make it clear or more persuasive. Or better still, you can just say shorten this without losing meaning, or make this sound more confident. You don't start again, you upgraded the output step by step, and that's how professionals use ChatGPT. So number 4, ask for options, not one answer. So instead of writing something like give me YouTube title, you should write something like give me 10 YouTube titles that are curiosity based and beginner friendly. More options equals to more chances of finding a great result. And this particular trick work more on titles, business names, content ideas, headlines, and captions. So number 5, break big tasks into steps. You don't have to say help me start a business, that's too broad. Instead, say something like 1, give me 5 online business ideas for beginners. 2, now help me choose the easiest one to start. 3, create a step-by-step launch plan. 4, write my first marketing message. ChatGPT works best when you guide it step by step, not all at once. So number 6, ask ChatGPT to explain simply. So if something sounds confusing, just say explain this in simple terms like a beginner. Or you can still say something like explain this using an example, or still something like explain this like I'm 12 years old. So number 7, use ChatGPT as a thinking partner. ChatGPT isn't just for answers, it's for thinking. You can also use prompts like help me think through this decision. What are the pros and cons of this idea? What am I not considering? This turns AI into brainstorming partner, not just a tool. So number 8, save your best prompt. When you find a prompt that gives amazing results, save it. Build your own writing prompt, study prompt, business prompt, content prompt, and over time you have your own personal AI toolkit that makes everything faster. And number 9, combine ChatGPT with your own ideas. You don't have to copy and paste everything. Use ChatGPT to draft, improve, and structure, but always add your voice, experience, and personality. And that's how you stay original and valuable. Now you can see ChatGPT isn't just about asking questions, it's about asking better, smarter, more strategic prompts. And if you start using these tips today, you'll get better results in work, school, business, content creation. So if this helped you, subscribe. I post practical ChatGPT tutorials every week to help you actually use AI in real life. See you in the next one.